You're listening to Democracy Now! I'm Wilfred Padua.
Hello.
That's Jeff Shane. And we finally did it. We finally got rid of Garri.
We did not get rid of Garri.
Garri's out of here.
No, he's just out of town.
He's out of town.
He left abruptly.
Yeah,
He didn't say anything.
He wasn't responding to our texts, and then he just drove away.
And then finally, you're like, Garri, where are you? And he's like, I left town.
I don't know why he does that.
Yeah.
I think it's an anxiety thing. Every single time he has to deliver news that I won't like, like he
avoids it.
He avoids it.
Yeah. He just flees town. It's like, Garri, eventually you're gonna have to tell people what's going on.
Yeah. All you have to do is let me know. We're gonna figure out how to work around it.
Yeah.
Anyways, so Garri's gone, so the topics are gonna be good this week.
Garri's topics are great.
They're all the same fucking thing.
No.
How do I, as an Asian guy, figure out how to?
He just
mac
follows
on
your lead
on a white lady.
You got to send him to other places.
I sent him other Reddit threads.
Yeah.
Yeah, other subreddits.
Okay.
I even we've had it in the chat where you sent like that map porn thing, and then I was like, Garri, this is a topic, and then the next thing he brings is like, there's a Filipino guy that plays football.
Oh yeah, that was cool.
That's his whole topic.
What was the map thing I sent?
I don't remember, but we've got some big, juicy things coming up. Jeff and I are going to go to a haunted house on Sunday.
Yeah, we're going to Blood Manor, where Jimmy Fallon went.
With Kevin Hart. He went with Kevin Hart.
And it looks super scary.
Yeah.
I can't wait to jump.
You know what just happened to me?
What?
You know that show, What Would You Do?
Oh, yeah, with, what's his face? John Quinones?
Sure. I don't know.
Something like that?
They just contacted me about using my heckler video.
Really?
Yeah.
That's big.
It's huge.
I actually love that show. Have you ever watched it?
I haven't.
It's
like,
so
not
bad,
years.
but it's such a little guilty pleasure.
Yeah.
I'll go through like little phases where I watch a bunch of them.
Is it on Peacock?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, so they just contacted me because they're doing a segment on hecklers.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they already shot the whole segment. They just are trying to find some mine would just be like a quick news thing in the beginning.
Oh, okay.
I don't think they're even crediting me.
They might, but your info might be up on there and stuff.
No, I already asked them.
What?
And they said no.
No what?
That my info, there won't be any credit to me.
Really?
Yeah.
So they just want to show the video with nothing?
Yeah.
Not even like your little handle or
I think it's
nothing?
going to be like a montage of other heckle videos too.
Oh.
So, yeah, but not my handle. They're not even going to, they said that they have to blur the TikTok watermark if that's the video that they use.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's stupid.
It doesn't matter.
What a way to get around paying you any money.
They did pay me. They are going to pay me if they use it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
How much, do you know?
300.
300 bones?
Yeah.
I guess that's fine.
I don't know how I feel. Yeah, it's fine because it's just I don't know, a few emails.
Yeah, it don't really matter. But you're giving it to them to use for their thing?
Yeah. And they have thousands and thousands of dollars.
Yeah. Well, I don't know.
Whatever. Anyways, so I might be on TV.
As seen on What Would You Do?
Yeah, that's going to be that will literally be my credit.
Yeah, I played on television.
I played a child rapist.
Yeah.
What would you do?
Wait, what's it on, NBC?
It's on Peacock now, I think.
Which is NBC.
Yeah.
So you could say, Wilfred Padua is seen on NBC.
Yeah. That's if they use it, though.
Right.
Because I'm sure because I asked about money, and I'm sure other people didn't ask about money, and so they might just use whatever costs less.
Nah, I bet they'll use it.
We'll see. I mean, mine is a viral sensation.
Oh, yeah? Is it still going viral?
Less so.
Oh,
it kind of
cooled off.
stopped. Yeah.
Well, your 15 minutes are over.
Yeah, it's
Back
all
to
up.
reality.
I'm back. Just a mere human again.
Yeah.
But yeah, so here's the first topic of the day.
What?
Turns out Asian celebrities mostly absent from Diddy's parties.
Oh, which is good.
Yeah. Everyone at the party was white or black.
Oh, yeah.
What do you have to say about the white people being there?
I mean, take them down. I hope this Diddy stuff clears out so many people.
Oh, I know.
I'm hoping like hundreds of people get knocked down.
Yeah, that'd be great.
The more, the better.
Like just any politician.
Yeah, everyone you can get. What is this? Are these pictures of people?
These are the pictures of so that's Al Sharpton.
Oh, these are the people that they think that were involved?
No, these are people that were at a Diddy party.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
We just know that they were there.
They were at the party.
Uh-huh.
We don't know when the crazy sex stuff started.
Yeah, the freak off.
Yeah. So, Paris Hilton, Kim Kardashian, Scott Storch. Who's Scott Storch?
Oh, not Scott Storch.
Who's that?
Oh, you don't know Scott Storch? He's from that thing. He's from that big famous thing. Love Scott Storch.
I knew you wouldn't know as soon as you said, you don't know Scott Storch?
I can't get enough of the guy.
American record producer and songwriter.
Oh, Chelsea's calling.
Oh, you want to pause?
Can we?
Yeah.
I'm going to get yelled at.
Go ahead.
You're not recording this, are you?
No, it's not going to. I'm going to cut it out.
You better. Hello? No, why? Why, what was up? Oh, sorry. All right, we're back on.
What was that about?
She just goes, "Oh, you're not home, are you?" And I said, "No." She's like, "I need something from home." All right. Bye.
What, like a password or something?
I don't know. Something from home.
Anyways, no Asians at Diddy's parties, and I'm happy about that.
But what does that say about Asians in Hollywood?
It says that we are above these invites.
Does
I'm
it?
sure there were tons of invites.
Yeah, does it?
I'm sure Jet Li got invited.
Or does it mean that there's just
Jackie
simply
Chan
not
was invited.
There's just simply not enough. I think that's what
Ken Jeong
that's
was
what I'm
probably
seeing.
invited.
Not enough Asian people in Hollywood.
Lucy Liu. There's a ton of us. There's a ton
There
of us.
should have been some. If Hollywood was doing Asian people right, there would be enough to be canceled.
Oh yeah, that is true.
You know,
That's a good point.
that's how I see it.
Has
The fact that there's only been there's only white people and black people there.
Has any Asian person been canceled?
Who was there to cancel? There's not enough Asian people in Hollywood. Once Asian people start getting canceled, then I think we can, you made it. That's my theory. Are you trying to see if there's any Asian people that have been canceled?
Yeah, I don't think list of people banned from entering China. That's not it.
No. I think there's like some Asian people like Jackie Chan that are like pro-China.
Yeah, but he's still pumping out movies.
Yeah, but that's like now people are kind of like not in love with Jackie Chan as much as they used to.
In the U.S., but then he's in China, and then he's making even more money.
Well, sure, China's going to love him. China's going to love him.
Did Margaret Cho get canceled?
I don't think so. Why? What makes you say that?
She
Just because she's gay?
Yeah.
Is that the only reason why?
I'd love for her to get canceled.
Not that I know of, no.
Yeah, okay. All right.
See?
Yeah, that's a good point. If Asians aren't getting canceled, then Asians aren't doing well enough.
No. They need to be doing so well, they get cocky and get canceled.
That's what I'm trying to be the next one.
I would love for you to get to those heights, then get canceled.
I'd love to get canceled.
Maybe after this big NBC show.
Yeah, maybe that's going to be my big break.
Yeah, this will be your big break. Everyone's like, we gotta see this guy. Yeah. Apparently, he stinks.
Apparently, audience members aren't happy at the shows. I'd love to be one of them. Yeah, I don't know. With this whole thing. Oh, I also did an interview with like some Toronto like news.
Really?
Entertainment outlet.
Oh wow!
And they're like, "Yeah, we're gonna post this tonight." And then this was like 3 days ago.
Uh-huh.
And it feels like the interview went so bad that they weren't into it.
No way.
It was a bad interview.
Why was it bad?
I just hate interviews.
Wilfred, you got to get better at interviews.
I hate interviews.
Well, then what are you doing them for?
Because I don't know. What am I going to... Why?
I guess practicing it good at them if you're going to do them.
It was practice. It's just so
Why was it bad?
artificial because they ask you a question
Uh-huh.
and then they just sit there, and then once you answer the question, there's like a pause because they have to let it breathe.
Yeah.
For editing, and then they go, "Okay, and your next question." It just feels so demeaning, and
Okay.
demoralizing.
How are you though? What were you saying?
They were asking questions that like made me feel uncomfortable. They're like, What's the message that you're trying to get across with this video that you posted?"
Oh, okay.
And I was like, I don't know. I guess that comedians aren't trying to be like, we're just trying to say jokes and make people happy. It just felt like I was supposed to take a stance, and I didn't want to take a stance.
You got to take a stance.
What's your stance on that?
You
What's
are-
the message behind the last video you posted?
Me, I don't need to have a message.
You
I'm
don't-
white.
Oh, okay.
White people don't need messages.
Asians don't need activism.
Yeah, you need to have a message.
Yeah.
Wilfred, if you're going to be Asian, you got to start having a stance. You got to get on a horse.
I got to get on a horse.
Start talking. Man, you're just whiffing on these opportunities.
Yeah, that was a big miss.
Start calling you Wilfred.
Yeah, there you go.
There we go.
I got a bunch of topics. I got a big juicy one because
Yeah?
I did some research on one.
I found a fun video.
What's the video?
It's an old ad for Kool-Aid
What do
in Japan. What's up?
What do I type in?
I don't know what you type in. I have it on my phone.
Oh, okay.
You want to watch it there?
Sure.
This phone's got good speakers, too. It's a real treat.
Wait, is it this one?
Yeah, it's that one. Kool-Aid
This-
Kids in Japan.
This one with a racist 1969 commercial?
Yeah. Wait, no. This one.
Ooh.
Or maybe it's the same one. Do the top one. The top one looks... I can't... But it might be the same one.
Nice. Okay, so this is called Kool-Aid Kids in Japan 1960 commercial.
Mm-hmm.
So if you want to watch along with us, press
Django
pause.
sent it to me.
The Kool-Aid kids in old Japan rode rickshaws everywhere. But when the kids sat down to eat, they sure did miss their favorite treat. Kool-Aid, tastes great. Wish we had some, can't wait. A story man who heard the kids then clapped his hands and said,
Hi, Kool-Aid keeps me very wise. Stand by, please, for big surprise. Kool-Aid, so great. Once you tried it, no can wait. Honorable Kool-Aid, most refreshing, much loved by whole family. Father, mother, Japanese boy, Japanese girl. A package make 2 full quarts. Cost only 20 yen, just 5 cents. With lots of ice, so nice.
the Kool-Aid kids are off again to visit other lands. Be sure to join them when they do.
Join them in some Kool-Aid too. Kool-Aid, so great. Once you tried it.
Okay. So if you watched it along with us, you saw that 2 white kids were delivering Kool-Aid to Japanese people
Mm-hmm. Yeah, on a rickshaw.
on a rickshaw pulled by what's the guy from 16 Candles?
What guy?
The like Asian stereotype guy.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I guess that was him. It was a cartoon. I did like it's good for Japanese boy
Long
and
duck
Japanese
dong.
girl.
Long duck dong.
Long duck dong.
Yeah. Yeah, they were eating rice
Yeah.
and they're like,
Where's our
Hey.
favorite treat?
yeah, the Kool-Aid's not here.
Yeah, what's up? Where's everyone has Kool-Aid and rice? Trying to sell some Kool-Aid. What I think is funny is like it was made in what was that, 1960?
Yeah.
Well, I guess the stereotypes had already been established by then, because that stuff had came up in the 40s.
What are you talking about? What stereotypes are you talking about?
The jingle part, the dun 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 dun
Yeah,
dun.
sure.
The
That's probably the least offensive part about it.
right. Well, and then the R's and the teeth,
The teeth.
the hat and the rickshaw, the whole thing.
Yes. Yeah.
I always like, because this is the 60s, so that has been, so they had something to go off of.
Do you think that these stereotypes start because some military guys go over there?
Yeah, that's
They
what I was
come
wondering.
back, and then they're like, all right, I guess let me explain what they look like.
I guess. I've always wondered that too. Like when they were like, "Hey, who noticed it first?" And then was everybody else just like, "Yeah," like they did too, or did somebody just sell it strong?
Well, I'm wondering if it was just like they didn't have access to Asians, right? So they what they did was they sent a few people, and then those few people were like, "Hey, you're gonna get a kick out of this. There's Asian people, and
Right.
this is what they look like." And then they describe them like to a sketch artist or something.
And that's how it started, because it had to start at one point, right?
What are
Like
talking-
when they were making this cartoon,
Sure.
there's the buck teeth.
Uh-huh.
At some point, someone was like, "They all got buck teeth."
Yeah, I wonder if
Who was that?
probably like what's the name of the W something Fields?
Is this
WC
just
Fields?
all one guy? Is this just one guy, how he saw all Asian people?
What's the Birth of the Nation guy?
Or is this just like a group of people who are like agreed? Or are they just like, "No, go with that"? And someone's like, "I don't think they all." And they're like, "Shut up."
D.W. Griffith.
Who's D.W. Griffith?
The Birth of a Nation. He was like he directed The Birth of a Nation, which is like one of the most racist films. D.W. And I know that he did a movie about Asians because I remember taking a class.
Oh, really?
Broken Blossoms.
That was the one about Asians.
Yeah, it's
So
like
he
this-
just made racist movies?
Yeah, I think it was
That
like
was like his thing?
it was like white propaganda.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, Birth of a Nation. Oh, with the... Is that with the KKK and all that stuff?
Sure. I never watched it.
Me neither.
I did watch this one, Broken Blossoms.
Okay.
I watched it in a theology class, a Buddhism class, which was not at all about Buddhism. It's just about it was just about racism and towards Asians.
Strange.
It was taught by an Asian woman,
Oh.
and it was called like, East meets West Buddhism or something like that.
Okay.
And then really it was just like about Asian racism.
She just told the college, the dean, "Give me Buddhism."
Yeah.
I got a bone to pick.
Yeah, so it was that's actually where I learned about like, the model minority and all that shit.
What's that?
The model minority myth. Have you not heard of it? So the model
Explain
minority
it to
myth
a white man,
is
baby.
I think it came out in like the 70s or 80s, and it was this idea that Asians were the model minority.
Oh.
We were the ideal. We were how you're supposed to act as a brown or black person. And then what happened is that separated us from other minorities.
Oh, really?
So now we are like my other minorities don't see us as kin, but also whites won't see us as like them as well.
Right, but now whites are starting to claim.
You are claiming you're starting something.
Maybe, maybe that's got roots of model minority.
Maybe.
How like they're like Asian people are like they're white.
You know what? They're one of us now.
I wonder if that's got
don't-
model minority roots.
Yeah, it probably does, but I don't think that it's like they're one of us. It's more like they don't get to complain. That's really all that it feels like.
Complain about how they're treated.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, I remember this movie, 1919, was when Broken Blossoms came out by
And
D.W. Griffith.
What's Broken Blossoms about?
Broken Blossoms was about, let's see, I don't remember. I watched it once in 2008.
Oh, that wasn't too long ago. Take me there.
Plot: Cheng Huan leaves his native China because he dreams to spread the gentle message of Buddha to the Anglo-Saxon lands.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, pretty nice,
That's
right?
got something to do with Buddhism.
His
Teacher was right
idealism fades as he is faced with the brutal reality of London's gritty inner city.
Oh, okay.
However, his mission is finally realized in his devotion to the broken blossom, Lucy Burroughs, White Lady.
Oh, okay.
Let's see. After being beaten and discarded one evening by her raging father, Lucy finds sanctuary in Cheng's home.
Okay. This all seems okay so far.
As Cheng nurses Lucy back to health, the two form a bond as two unwanted outcasts of society. All goes astray for them when Lucy's father gets wind of his daughter's whereabouts and in a drunken rage drags her back to their home to punish her.
Okay.
Fearing for her life, Lucy locks herself inside a closet to escape her contemptuous father. Okay.
All right.
When does the racism start?
Yeah. So
That's
far,
pretty
this
positive.
is So far, this is like.
Yeah.
I mean, it's bad about the father being a piece of shit, but
Unless the father turns out to be the hero. Like,
we'll see. Yeah. At the end of the movie. Hold on. Let's see where it goes. All right.
By the time Chang arrives to rescue Lucy, whom he innocently adores, it is too late. Lucy's lifeless body lies on her modest bed as battling has a drink in the other room. Maybe that's her dad.
Maybe there's a typo.
Anyway, yeah, I don't know. Cheng gazes at Lucy's youthful face, which, in spite of the circumstances, beams with innocence and even the slightest hint of a smile. The two stand for a long while, exchanging spiteful glances, until Battling lunges for Cheng with a hatchet, and Cheng retaliates by shooting Burroughs repeatedly with his handgun.
Oh, okay. This is the dad.
After returning to his home with Lucy's body, Cheng builds a shrine to the Buddha and takes his own life with a knife to the chest. I don't know what to make of that.
Yeah, what do you think?
Was this like a... I'm trying to think, like, was this a story of, like, they're trying to warn the women from, like, falling in love with Chinese people?
I don't know.
Because if you do, then your dad's going to kill you?
I mean, it seems kind of like a Romeo and Juliet style love story.
Yeah.
The family not wanting them to be together. What's the reception say? Did it get positive?
Reviewers found it surprising in its simplicity. The acting seemed 9 days wonder. No one talked of anything but Lillian's smile. Lillian turned like a tormented animal in a trap. Scenes of child abuse nauseated backers when Griffith gave them a preview of the film. Let's see.
Okay, and there's themes.
Akira Kurosawa, the legendary Japanese director, named this movie as one of his 100 favorite films.
Okay, this doesn't seem super racist and bad.
Yeah.
From this description.
Yeah, actually, I mean, now that I think about it, maybe it was a good movie.
The hell, you're the one that saw it.
All I remember was there was a scene where she goes into like an opium den, and
Okay.
then like, you know, there's like they're smoking opium out.
Oh, maybe it
long
was riddled with
pipes and shit.
stereotypes.
I think so, but overall, not so bad, I guess.
No, the guy's not.
What do you expect in 1919?
Yes, 1919, and the bad guy seems to be the father.
Yeah.
Who gets his comeuppance?
Jeez.
What? Your cat?
Yeah.
You
Why
can't-
isn't Teresa doing something
Your
about
cat loves you.
I'm so...
Oh no! Here we go.
It's just so, like, just do something about it.
Ripe Town.
We're clearly doing something in
Oh
here.
no, he's pissed. Oh no. Are you gonna beat her?
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Am
beat
I
her
gonna
like-
have to shoot you as you come at me with a hatchet?
No, you have to beat her for me.
No. This is
And then
modern day.
And then I go in and
No.
I go, oh no.
We're doing modern day.
Ay.
This is a fresh twist. All right.
No, I want you to hit her for me.
No, fresh twist. The Asian guy's a bad guy.
Anyways, Asians weren't at Diddy's parties. The big thing that I researched was about Ferdinand Marcos in general.
Just in general,
His whole life, the
old president of the Philippines.
old president / dictator of the Philippines.
Oh, okay.
You want to do a known zone episode on this?
Sure. What do you mean?
I mean, just go into one topic for the rest of the episode, probably.
All right, that's fine.
So Ferdinand Marcos. So you know that he instilled martial law and everything. Was a dictator of the Philippines.
What year did he take over?
He took over, I think, in '65.
Oh, that's around when they made that Kool-Aid commercial.
Maybe that's why he instilled martial law.
But to stop the importation of
Yeah.
Kool-Aid.
So
Gotta
65.
keep Kool-Aid out of the country.
65, he became president. 72 is when martial law came in. During martial law, about 3,000 political prisoners were murdered, and about 40,000 were imprisoned and tortured.
Oh.
Yeah. There are some fun stories that go on with
About
this
the
guy.
torture?
About Marcos before he was president. So his mom was a landowner, and they like lived in this like tobacco plantation area of the Philippines.
Oh, yeah?
Dad was a politician. His dad ran against this guy, Nalundason, Julio Nalundason, right?
Mm-hmm. Okay.
For National Assembly. Nalundason wins the race. 2 days later, Nalundason's brushing his teeth, gets shot in the head by Ferdinand Marcos. So Ferdinand Marcos was like a master marksman in ROTC. And so right after his dad loses the battle, he goes and just kills the opposing.
How do they know it was him?
He was committed. He was tried and went to prison or jail for a little bit until he was able to appeal it to the Supreme Court.
Uh-huh.
When he appealed it to the Supreme Court, he was already like in law school, and while he was in prison, he kept on like studying.
Wait, I think you told me this. Didn't they let him out because he was a good guy?
They let him out because, well, it was probably corrupt, but the one of the Supreme Court justices was like, he's really smart, so like we probably shouldn't keep him in prison.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, they let him out because he had too much potential.
Yeah.
Which is very funny because that's like what they do to like white kids that go to an Ivy League college in the
What's that
States.
name of? There's like a number of rapist Ivy League kids.
Yeah. Or
that
there's
have
one that hit somebody with their car or
Yeah.
something.
I'm just thinking someone at Duke has done this. Has happened at least 3 times.
Yeah,
at
that
Duke.
happens like a lot where the judge is like, yeah, but he's got so much potential.
Yeah. So and then so he's out, and then he runs for eventually becomes president in 65. I guess. Before that, Japan invades the Philippines. Remember what we were talking about last week?
Mm-hmm.
This actually happened, December 8th, 1941, the day of Pearl Harbor. Wasn't Pearl Harbor the 7th?
Yeah, sounds right.
Anyways, Japan invades the Philippines. Marcos's dad, Mariano, was killed by Japanese soldiers, and Marcos enlisted and developed a mythic reputation as a soldier. Like he was captured by the Japanese, and then somehow he escaped, and then ran into the mountains, and then he turned into Rambo.
Oh, really? This guy's kind of cool.
And he was seen as Filipino Rambo, killing Japanese soldiers left and right. So that's one side of the story.
Oh, but this might be made up.
Yeah, the other side of the story is that the U.S. has no records of him enlisting at all.
Oh, really?
And they think that he was actually just living off of he was like selling shit on the black market and making a fortune off of that. And then his dad didn't get killed by the Japanese. The story is that the other story is that his dad was killed by Filipinos because he was trying to collaborate with the Japanese.
Oh. As
Yeah.
president, he was trying to work with the Japanese.
His dad was not the president. His dad was like just like in the National Assembly.
Oh, okay. But he
Yeah.
was being a stinky traitor.
Stinky traitor, yes.
Oh, okay. Then the Filipinos are like, we gotta off this guy.
So that's the other story. I don't know which one's true.
It's probably the one where he was trying to work with the Japanese and the other guy was selling stuff on the black market.
Yeah, probably.
What do you think he was selling? Does it say?
Probably just like rice or some shit. Like honestly, it could have been anything.
Rice?
Yeah, because you can take if you take stuff from they're probably like low on food or supplies in the country,
Mm-hmm.
and then he's probably like taking it from the harbor and then selling it on his own instead of like taking like the whatever the rations are.
Oh, okay. See, every time I think black market, I think like drugs and guns and stuff.
You'd think that, but it's not necessarily that. Because I remember reading something about like the black market in China.
So he was selling rice and food.
Stuff.
He was either selling rice and food to people or Rambo. This guy's great.
All right.
I'm on his side.
So go ahead and say into the camera, I like Ferdinand Marcos.
Ferdinand Marcos sounds like a good guy. Ferdinand Marcos, what, he either did something great or was doing something even better?
I mean, he was selling them rice that they were probably going to get for free. But
No,
he was like
I bet he was doing it at a discount or something.
Oh, sure.
And if he wasn't doing that, he was being Rambo and defending his land. I'm pro Ferdinand.
So in 46, the U.S. granted Philippines full independence.
All right, 1946.
Yep.
You're independent.
49, Marcos became a congressman. In 54, he met Imelda.
It's kind of funny that he just becomes a congressman and everyone's like, hey, remember when he like shot our president in the face?
Yeah, no one seems to care about it.
And they just all forgot about it.
No one seems to care.
I mean, it's one thing for the courts to let him out.
Sure.
But then for everyone to vote him in?
Yeah, but if you make up this story, like you can retell the whole story and be like, well, actually, I didn't shoot him. I was Rambo against Japan. You know, like you can respin everything.
Yeah, but somebody's got to be respinning it for him.
What do you mean?
He's just, I mean, it's one thing to be like, you know, hey, should we vote for this guy? I heard he shot the president in the back of the head. And then they're like, yeah, but did you ask him? He said he didn't.
Yeah. There you go.
That's it.
That's pretty easy.
That's all he had to do. No, I didn't do that. I was also Rambo.
Yeah. Did you hear about the Rambo part?
So this guy just makes up lies and everyone believes him?
I mean, sounds pretty familiar, right? Oh, that was another thing.
I guess.
When he runs for president, what was his...
But I don't know. It's not like he had like social media helping him out and muddying the waters.
His when he was running for president in 65, much later, his slogan was, "This nation can be great again."
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Isn't that crazy?
That's pretty interesting.
Let's see. 54, he meets Imelda, though.
That's just what they all do, huh?
And
who's he meet?
Imelda, his future wife.
Oh, okay, he meets
His wife becomes. They get married 11 days after meeting.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
Fast as hell.
She was just funny?
Yeah, she
was super funny?
real funny stuff.
She like super...
She was I think she was like the Miss Philippines or whatever. She was a beauty queen.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So it kind of just sounds like he wanted her.
Oh,
she
yeah.
probably was like, well,
You got all the
he'll
money.
shoot me and say he
Yeah.
didn't. And that'll be fine with everybody.
65, he runs for president. He was a liberal going into as a congressman, but the problem was that the liberals already had a candidate. It was the former president.
Okay.
So he was just like, you know what, I'm a nationalist, which is their conservative party.
So they have nationalists and liberals.
Yeah.
What's a Filipino liberal?
I don't know. I guess it's like gay people can exist.
Is that what it really?
What are you asking me?
Like what is a Filipino liberal then? Like a liberal now is different than a liberal in 20 years ago.
Sure.
So what is a liberal in the Philippines in 1965?
Let's go. Liberal Party, Philippines, founded in 46.
Okay, what was their jam?
How
How liberal? Were they giving prisoners sex changes?
Let's go. Well, they don't.
Huh?
Okay, ideology.
Were they doing
There we
that?
go.
Were they letting criminals cross the border so they get their sex changes in prison?
Yeah. letting the Haitians eat their dogs.
Yeah, was he that liberal?
Yeah. Honestly, still very thankful for Trump for saying that Haitians are eating dogs. It's nice to get that off us.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You're free. Did you feel a weight get lifted off your shoulders when you heard
honestly, I went in the bar that I was watching.
Yeah. You put your dog leg down. Yes.
Okay, so the party has often been described as a centrist or liberal party.
Okay.
Historically, the Liberal Party has been evaluated as a conservative party.
Yeah, like, is there liberal or conservative?
I guess until let's see. I don't know. They're not saying anything about.
Doesn't say some of their stances.
Okay, I guess this is all current though. Current political
okay.
positions.
Well, what's the current though?
Economic policy, improve social safety nets.
Okay, yeah, that's a liberal.
Impose 1% wealth tax.
Sure.
Create tax exemptions for selected products.
Man, this all sounds pretty.
It's weird that that's like at the top though.
Yeah, what else do we got?
Maximize budget windfall of local governments for anti-poverty projects. Okay, increase minimum wage. Yeah, this is all pretty liberal. Declare and address an education crisis. Increase the education budget by 6% of GDP.
All right. Addressing systemic corruption in government. This is all good stuff.
Yeah.
Current. All right.
Cleaner air and water. Interesting. Nothing about it is they don't.
It's all economics.
Yeah, there's no like social.
Maybe they don't do social stuff.
Maybe.
Because I know like our liberals over here are like conservatives in Europe.
Oh, really?
Like essentially.
Oh, because in Europe they're all socialists.
Yeah, Europe
They're
are
more
even
socialist.
further over.
Yeah.
So like over here, our liberals are like almost they're conservatives.
I was talking with these.
And our conservatives are they're like
I was
it's Nazis.
talking with these people that were they met through like political activism or whatever, and they were trying to campaign for like Bernie and AOC.
Okay.
And I was asking them, okay, well, I mean, America's obviously like moving more and more capitalist by the day. How do we like become a little bit more socialist? And then they're like, this lady said, just wait, October 16th. I was like, what the hell does that mean? And then she would not explain it.
Wait, what is it? What happened?
Were you not following any of that?
I was kind of following it.
So I'm talking to these two people.
Okay.
I'm asking them, because I find myself to be a little bit of a socialist,
When was this? Where were you talking to these two people?
at Eastville Comedy Club.
These are random people
I'm on stage.
in the audience.
In the audience.
Oh, you're on stage.
Yeah.
Oh, was this during your famous heckler video?
No, this was the heckler video was like a month and a half ago.
This was the other night.
Yeah.
Oh, did you film it?
No. Yeah, I did.
Are you gonna put this up?
No.
You should put this up.
It was not that good.
No, this clip will pop. This one will get you on the other one.
Okay.
This will get you on ABC.
Yeah. What I did say was October, because she said it in such an ominous way. She's like, October 16th, you guys will find out. And I was like, well,
Who? When's October 16th?
next week.
Oh shit, that's coming up.
It's actually 1 week from today.
Oh, it's Wednesday.
Yeah.
What's gonna happen?
I don't know. I was like, what if this is like another 9/11 that she's not trying to tell us about?
Yeah, something's going on. They're gonna take out Wall Street.
But I bet nothing is going to happen. I'm sure that's what it's going to be. Like, I won't even hear about it.
No, nothing ever. Yeah, not at all.
Yeah. All right, let's keep going on with Ferdinand's life.
All right. Wait, you don't like that we're heading more and more capitalist?
No.
Wilfred.
We need to take care of the poor people.
Ugh.
Gary's fucked if there's no social net for him.
Oh, gosh.
He's fucked.
Yeah.
We're not making any money on this podcast, and that's more money than Gary makes at Starbucks, I'm sure.
Yeah, it's true. Garri has to sneak out at night to go home. In the dark of night.
Okay, so Marcos runs for president, becomes president.
He's president now.
Yes.
With his beauty queen wife.
Yeah. Pretty run-of-the-mill presidency.
He's got a body on. He's got a body count.
Yeah. He spent money on fixing roads, backed the U.S. in the Vietnam War, sent some troops over there.
Really?
Yeah. 2,000 troops.
Oh, there's Filipinos over fighting the Vietnamese?
Yeah.
Really?
You think the U.S. was like, which ones do we shoot?
I mean, probably. I bet there's a lot of the U.S. soldiers be like, don't get in front of us.
Or get in front of us and go for it.
Yeah. Or go for it.
Yeah.
But they got treated like dog shit.
Oh, I'm sure. He won a second term, and he was the first president to do so.
Okay.
And he claims it was because he was loved by the people. But his opposition claims that he won because he used a lot of intimidation and violence to get those votes. He also used state funds for his campaign. That's what the opposition claims.
Oh.
Let's see.
Well, that's socialist.
Yeah.
What do you think of that?
Apparently, at this time, he was already playing an illegal third term.
Nice.
And then 1970, there were protests from college students and communists against the Philippines' involvement in the Vietnam War. Also, wages were cripplingly low and prices were high as ever. So, January 30th, 1970, protesters swarmed Malacanang Palace, which is like the White House over there.
So they only did 2 presidential terms.
You're only allowed 2.
Is that because did they take that from the American system?
I guess so. I mean, I think the American or Filipino democracy was modeled after U.S. democracy.
Oh, okay.
I mean, you guys were in charge of us for the first, 30 years of...
Oh, I was in charge. Helping out.
Guiding.
Guide.
About holding your hand to democracy.
Yeah, holding your hand to freedom.
So January 30th, 1970 was their January 6th. Because people were trying to climb the walls, scale the walls to get in. Guards were firing at these protesters. Someone even drove a truck through the front gate.
Nice.
Of the White House.
Oh, okay.
Of their White House.
But these are protesters not liking him.
Yes.
These aren't. So it's just different than our January 6th.
I guess so.
Ours were storming for the other guy that did not win.
Yeah.
So.
Well, but they were storming against whatever president was involved.
All right. But these were good protesters.
Sure.
Well,
I don't know. I wasn't there.
Good in the sense of anti-war.
Yeah.
Sound like a bunch of libs.
So there in the next few months, next year and a half, a bunch of political events were bombed. Certain members of the Marcos regime were attacked. Communists claim that all the attacks, though, were staged by the Marcos regime. And then 1972, September 22nd, martial law was imposed on the entire country.
Okay.
Journalists, students, and lawmakers are rounded up, and all the TVs go blank.
Whoa. Yeah. Scary times.
And then 7 p.m. that evening, martial law is announced on TV because he does a little speech.
Yeah. See, they screwed up by saying that they were communist.
In our eyes, I guess.
Because,
you're talking to, but they don't have the same, I don't think that they're having the same, anti-communist rhetoric all around the U.S. or all around the Philippines.
Right. But, if they didn't say that they were communists, then I bet the CIA was probably involved.
Sure.
And if they didn't say they were communists, then they probably wouldn't have gotten. You know what I mean?
Yes, and also
America was always whatever is not communist.
Marcos was being backed by the U.S.
Yeah, see, because if you say communism, America, no matter what, it's just we got to go opposite.
Yeah.
So strange.
I guess
because of the USSR at the time.
You know what's interesting? I did talk with my parents about this, and my mom said this thing that I also read about. Martial law was popular at first because there was less crime. All the people who had illegal guns, those guns were taken away.
Okay.
But my mom was telling me that martial law was more popular outside of the city because inside the city, 77% of the people that were murdered, the Marcos regime would just throw them back out on the street, their dead bodies, as a symbol of don't try to act up.
Oh.
Yeah. So within Manila,
okay,
people weren't into the Marcos family.
People
where-
in Manila. Okay, so people in
Yeah.
Manila were your Brooklynites,
Sure.
and then the rural people were like pro
Like
martial
Gary's
law.
family, fucking country bumpkins.
Country bumpkins were pro martial law.
Yeah,
because
Gary
they're
is
like the crime
Gary-
in the cities is out of control.
Gary is pro martial law. Gary is all about the Marcos family and all of the billions that they stole.
And all the people in the city were a bunch of Brooklyn people. They're like, we're communists.
Yeah. Communism?
Yeah. Okay. And
You
then
guys
so
are-
there, then the rural people
What are
in
you
the
guys
US
doing
is
for
like,
pride?
Yeah. Okay.
That's what my parents were saying.
Your parents were in Manila.
My parents were in Manila asking,
Oh, you're such metropolitan family.
yeah, why aren't you guys celebrating Pride right now?
Oh, please. That wasn't a thing with them at that time. Don't do humor, Wilfred.
Okay, fine. The Marcos family stole billions of dollars from the country. So martial law goes on until 1983.
So how long was that?
72 to 83, 11 years.
11 years of martial law.
Yeah.
Whoa.
And this is 11 years past his 10 years already, because presidential term is 5 years in the Philippines.
And he's got his 2.
So he was in charge for 21 years.
Okay.
Yeah. They stole billions of dollars from the country, bought a bunch of land overseas. I actually looked up some of the land.
Yeah?
Yeah. In New York City.
I was going to say, there's probably something here.
Yeah. There's a building called the Crown Building on 40 Wall Street, owned by the Marcos.
Oh, yeah? Still?
I don't know if they still. I think a lot of these buildings got sold.
Okay.
But they definitely got the money off of selling it. So there's the Crown Building. They own a bunch of condos in Herald Square.
Whoa.
200 Madison. The Olympic Tower. Lindenmere Estate in Long Island. And then they also had properties in New Jersey. So Emmy Marcos, their daughter, went to Princeton. And then they bought this villa, which I looked up on Zillow.
Uh-huh.
If you guys want to look it up, it's 3850 Princeton Pike, Lawrence Township in New Jersey, 08648.
Oh,
Just sold in 2022.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Pretty cool.
Was that $1 million home? It was a little beat up.
Now it's listed at $1 million.
Oh, okay. Let's buy it.
But I think they bought it for like, I don't know, 700,000 or something like that. It's a bunch of land. It's this villa plus a bunch of land around it, and then they put like $3 million of renovations into it.
Oh, and it's just $1 million now? I guess was nobody been living in it for a while?
It's probably like renovations plus like furniture and everything, shit like that.
So the Marcos family is still getting money?
I mean,
Like if this was just sold, where did it go to? Her?
I don't know.
Or the Philippines? Like did the Philippine government take over?
You're
Marcos'
asking
shit?
questions that are beyond my knowledge.
Well, you said you did research, and I expected you to know everything about everything.
I didn't. That is not a question that I thought of actually.
Really?
I didn't think about where the money was going now.
Yeah,
I'm
right?
sure.
You
My
think-
feeling is that it's going to them.
You think they're still collecting?
I think they're still collecting, and I think
I feel like the Philippines would have like taken their shit.
No, I think that they like pilfered billions of dollars. I think they got like 10 million back. They did take some money back, but it was just a fraction of what they had taken.
So, okay, so he's buying a bunch of. They stole billions. How did
Yeah.
he get ousted?
So he gets ousted because Reagan was kind of like this. I don't like this guy in the Philippines.
Yeah,
He's like,
Reagan.
This guy's being a tyrant.
He's probably like, I don't like this guy. And I'm also going to take his slogan.
And then, so Reagan doesn't like him. He hears about that.
So
and
did
then-
Marcos come up with that slogan first?
Absolutely. He did that
So-
slogan in 1965.
So if you think about it, the Philippines gave us Trump.
Yes. It is my fault. It was my idea.
They started the Make America Great Again slogan,
Uh-huh.
which was used by Reagan and now used by Trump.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. Well, I actually didn't know Reagan used that slogan.
yeah, Reagan used the Make America Great Again slogan. He was the
Oh,
first one to use
okay.
it. And Trump is just recycling it. And it's funny. Wow, interesting. I wonder. I have so many questions now. Because
Like
John, our pal, Borromeo,
Yep.
his I visited his house. This is like a couple years ago. But his dad was wearing a Make America Great Again hat.
Sure.
His dad was he liked Trump a lot.
Uh-huh.
So it's like, oh, that's
There's
kind
some-
of a Filipino slogan
Sure.
in the sense.
In a sense, yes. But Filipinos are also very conservative, especially, I don't know where John's family is from.
I don't know what part.
But
You could ask him
like,
on Sunday.
same thing with, Gary's family is conservative. So it's just like,
And you're out here with your soft family,
yeah,
coming from the city with their
fucking
soft
liberal
hands.
cucks. Just voting for trans rights years and years ahead of time.
Years ahead, back in the 60s.
You guys don't even know what these are
Yeah,
yet.
yeah. You don't even. This will be an issue.
Yeah. It's
All
going to be an
right.
issue, but we're going to be on the right side right
Yeah,
now.
your dad's walking around 1974, black Trans Lives Matter
Yeah.
shirt on.
Yeah.
Everyone's like, "What the? This guy is talking about future people."
He's wearing the whole like ugly shirt, ugly flag on a shirt. They're like, that guy's got the ugliest shirt in the world. He's like, well, it's important to wear this shirt. It represents BIPOC people.
Oh, with the ugly flag.
Yeah, the ugly flag with like the brown and green. And, like it used to be the pride flag, but then now it's got like everything in it.
It's too much. It's too much.
It's too much shit.
It's too much. It's too many. Too busy.
Yeah.
Just go back to the classic rainbow.
Oh, so here's what Marcos Reagan's saying, like, I don't like that guy, right? Right?
Mm-hmm.
Marcos is like, you know what? I'm gonna show him. Let's do a snap election. And then they do a quick election. Oh, you know what I forgot to mention? 1983. They have to end martial law.
They have to.
I don't know why.
Oh.
I don't know why, but martial law ends, and then he's gonna run against Ninoy Aquino.
Ninoy Aquino.
Yeah, Ninoy is like he's been the head guy who's running against him. Very popular. He's having like health issues. Goes to a hospital in the U.S. Comes. He's here for a few months. Goes back to the Philippines on the tarmac. Killed.
Get shot
Yeah.
by Marcos again.
By the Marcos regime, yeah.
Oh, could have been. Was it actually Marcos?
No, I'm sure he was like,
Who knows?
I don't know. I'm sure his fingers were.
I don't know. But he was
too
like, "I'll do
dainty.
it." All I have to say is I didn't,
And they'll buy
and
it.
everyone buys it for some reason.
So Ninoy gets shot.
Ninoy,
And
Star
cut-
Trek fan,
Yeah.
Leonard Ninoy.
Cut forward, right?
Reagan
Reagan says this guy's a tyrant. Marcos is like, this guy, like, I'll show him. Like, my people love me.
Mm-hmm.
He does a snap election, loses to Ninoy Aquino's wife, Corazon.
Oh,
Yeah. So that's how he gets ousted. Eventually, like, there's like,
Oh, and he steps down.
he doesn't want to step down, but there's like riots and everything demanding that he steps down. Reagan offers him an out. And he's like, you got to get out of there. You can go to Hawaii. So they exile to Hawaii. Yeah.
Oh, what a treat!
The whole family exiles to Hawaii. As they're going to Hawaii, they took millions of dollars of items with them. One of the stories is that they had boxes of diapers and just diamonds and diamonds in the boxes of diapers.
You know, do you think it's like when like the U.S. because the U.S. does this type of shit where they're like, you got to get out of there. You can come over to America. Do you
Sure.
think it's because they're just like, yeah, bring all that money over here.
No, I don't think so.
Bring all that sweet cash. Bring that over here.
I think it's you know what? In this moment, I'm thinking that it was an actual like diplomacy like move.
How so?
Cuz he was going to get killed. The whole family was going to die.
Right. So why would America care?
Because Marcos has been like funding, like allowed military bases to be in the country for so long.
Okay.
And, like they were doing whatever the fuck America wanted
Sure.
for years. So he was an ally.
Right.
And so he was like, well, I think it's just safest if we get them out of there.
I get, but what's the difference between them getting? They're not part of the country anymore now, anyways. They still have to deal with this new government.
Yeah, well, eventually they were part of the country.
With the
Okay.
Marcos?
Yeah.
Oh, they got back in?
Bong Bong Marcos is the president. He's the son of Ferdinand Marcos.
Oh, Reagan, you dirty dog. You knew. All right. See, this is why I can't be president. I can't think this far ahead.
Yeah.
My only thought was they just wanted, America just wants the money. Like, yeah, bring all the money over here. We'll tax you.
Well, I'm sure that they also had to be getting taxed because they owned so many properties in the U.S.
yeah. And there's all that sweet tax dollars.
Yeah. So they go to Hawaii. Ferdinand actually dies 3 years later.
Oh, no.
The rest of the family is still not allowed back in.
What's he die from? Broken heart?
Yeah, probably.
Left his country.
Yeah.
Worried about his people.
He's just holding a gun and pointing it at no one.
Yeah. I miss my people. He loved them after all.
And then eventually Imelda and the kids were allowed back in the Philippines, but the body of Ferdinand was not.
Oh, yeah?
They didn't allow him back in the body because he was the criminal.
Oh, okay.
And it wasn't until Duterte was president, and Duterte was like, bring him back in. He can get buried where, like their version of Arlington.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Where was he before? He just buried in some other cemetery?
I remember watching a video, and he was just in a glass box.
No way.
In the Philippines.
Like a
or
stuffed
in
bear?
Hawaii. I think so.
Doing like a pose? When they're just like hoping that it could be buried in the Philippines one day? So after Marcos, it's Ninoy's wife,
Corazon. Yeah.
Okay.
This is in the 80s.
And then was she just like just on the up and up?
No, she
'Cause
was
it seems
bad.
like the Filipinos got corrupted again with Duterte.
Eventually, yeah. But she was bad. She was not prepared to be president.
Oh, really?
Yeah, her husband was. She was not.
See? This is why we can't have Michelle Obama.
Yeah. Hillary Clinton, good move. Good move. Good move to vote in Trump.
Are you looking at the glass case?
I'm looking up his burial. So that's his tomb there.
Oh, he's got a whole tomb. Oh, okay. So there's still a lot of corruption.
Sure, yeah. It's far from fixed.
This didn't solve it.
No.
This guy's
remember
wife
watching,
didn't like set him on the right path.
In the early 2000s, I remember watching a thing on Vice about how it was like one of the first episodes of like Vice TV on HBO.
Uh-huh.
And it was a guy going to the Philippines, and he was like in a motorcade, and he was talking about how every time people run for office in the Philippines, someone is going to get shot.
Oh.
So they have to have a huge motorcade because you don't know you won't know which car to shoot at.
Oh, okay. Like a Mexico.
Is that what they do in Mexico?
Yeah.
Seems like that's what they do in every country that's not.
I know Mexico's always hitting the news of a politician getting killed. There was a mayor that just recently got his head cut off.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
His head cut off?
Yeah, dude.
Whoa.
Yeah.
That's huge.
Oh, cartel's always doing that. They love taking a head off.
Yeah. Anyways, so yeah, he's back in, and his son is the president now.
But wait, hold on. So how long was this lady in for?
Corazon?
Yeah, how long was Corazon there? And then how did it go from her to Duterte?
Presidency.
Because I guess that we got a big gap.
82 to 90, 86 to 92.
Not too long.
One term.
One term.
Filipino presidents.
Yeah, then who was after? Because I know everything picked back up with Duterte. That was like the big, like, there's just a broad, the dude is killing drug users.
Yeah, so
And that was in the news.
So Ferdinand Marcos, 1965 to 1986.
Okay.
20 years, 57 days.
Sure.
Corazon, 6 years, 126 days to 92. Fidel V. Ramos was next. I don't know all of these names I don't know.
Really?
Joseph Estrada, Gloria Macapagal Arroyo. That's the second one. The second woman.
Okay, so it seems like it's just kind of evening out on just, terms here and there.
We're pretty woke. Letting these women do shit.
Yeah.
Benigno Aquino. This is Corazon's son.
Oh, okay.
He was liberal. I don't know what we got to look into these parties. After Aquino was Duterte. And then after Duterte was Bongbong. 17 presidents.
Oh, Duterte's only in for 6 years.
Yeah. I wonder if they're only allowed one term now. Because I know that they did redo the Constitution after.
Well, somebody was in for 9.
9 after Ferdinand?
Yeah, it was
6, 2, 9. Gloria.
Yeah, Gloria's in for 9.
Oh, okay.
Click on Gloria. I like her vibe. What was she?
What was she?
Yeah, does it say what party? What
What
party was this? Seceded.
Well, it did say it back here.
Oh, does it say it? Oh, interesting.
Right here. Lacas CMD. Lacas Christian Muslim Democrats.
Oh,
That seems pretty woke.
I guess. Christian Muslim Democrats? Yeah.
Those are two parties, two people that don't like each other.
Yeah, they're in one party together.
Yeah.
Are there Democrats like our Democrats? I wonder.
Sure. I'm sure they are. What are your thoughts on the Philippines now, man?
Oh, I love it. I mean, it sounds like there's a lot of corruption, but it seemed like it evened out. But then I remember seeing so much stuff about like Duterte being a bad guy.
Well, Duterte, who also is in the news, he's running for mayor now.
Because there was like a lot of stuff about him being corrupt.
Yeah.
But it seems like there's decent transfer of power between everybody.
Sure. Yeah. No, nothing was like Marcos again.
Yeah.
Nothing has been like Marcos since.
So it seems like, unless it's just like that lady had that, they're all kind of related. So maybe it's just a few families that keep trading power.
It does seem like it does not go. I mean, it's just like the same,
Yeah, like 5, 6 families.
Yeah, that seem to
just
be in charge. Yeah.
You got to get your family in there. Seems like once you get in, you're in.
I know. I bet Gary's secretly a royal person in
Garri might have something. He said his grandpa, his name is on a plaque in his village.
Yeah, as a murderer.
Yeah, the guy ripped dudes' throats out. Bare hands. I bet Garri could run.
I'm sure you could.
That would be sick.
Yeah, it'd still be useless for the podcast.
No. If we could get Garri in as president of the Philippines, President Madera,
Oh, that would be great if he became president and then we became the national podcast.
that'd be sick. We could get Garri, keep him in there.
Yeah,
We could have Garri take over. He becomes a tyrant.
of course.
Garri,
His first sniff of power.
Yeah. Everyone must drink Starbucks coffee. No other coffee allowed.
All
If
right.
you make fun of my cardigan, you will be in jail.
And I'm not fat.
Yeah, no, he ups the national weight is now 260.
Yeah.
We all have to weigh that much, or however much Garri weighs. What does he weigh? Like 200?
2 something.
He was like
205 or
yeah,
something like that. I just weighed myself. I'm 5 pounds less than I was last time.
No, Wilfred,
Yeah.
you're wasting away.
Yeah.
You're becoming nothing.
My wiener's disappearing.
Oh no!
It's all in the wiener.
No, it should be showing more.
No, my wiener's on the diet.
Oh yeah. You gotta start feeding that thing. Put a little peanut in the pee hole. Feed it like a hungry worm.
Yeah. That's what the protein powder is for.
Ew.
Just putting my dick in protein powder and having a chug.
Wilfred, too far.
Anyways, that's an episode. This has been the Democracy Mao, whatever.
Yeah,
episode.
sans Garri.
Sans Garri.
Wish him the best.
Yeah, he's getting a CT scan.
Garri?
He's there for a CT scan.
Yeah, he's there for one.
For his mom.
Yeah.
So we're going to wish his mom the best.
Right.
Hopefully Garri gets a CT scan as well. See if there's anything in that head.
Oh, come on.
But anyways.
It's a hamster on a wheel.
Following all that stuff.